Hey, what's going on everybody? Jason here, and welcome back to another Zombies video. Today I'm going to be sharing with you 5 things you didn't know about Mob of the Dead. Mob of the Dead is my personal favorite map of all time, and with that said, let's go ahead and jump right into the video. So coming in at number 5 on this list, the first thing I'm going to be sharing with you guys is something near the cell block. When you're in the cell block heading towards the warden's office, you will notice to the right that there is an extra part of the cell block on the second story that you can access. If you are on the first floor and you need to get a quick and easy way to get up to that second floor, you can actually mantle in this particular location to get up to the second floor. And the reason I say this particular location is because you cannot mantle on the other part of the walkway. You have to mantle up on this part of the walkway for it to work. This could potentially make for a really great escape route if you need to escape zombies and head up to the second floor, or you just want to take a shortcut to quickly get to the second floor of the cell block. Overall, I think this is kind of a neat secret, and I'm sure there are other secret locations on other maps where you can mantle over. We might not know about them yet. But moving on in the countdown, coming in at number 4 on this list is the origin of the pack-a-punched name of the Uzi. For those of you who may or may not know, the pack-a-punch name of the Uzi is called the Uncle Gal. The reason why the Uzi is called the Uncle Gal when pack-a-punched is because this is a reference to the creator of the Uzi, Uzi El Gal. Uzi El Gal was an Israeli major who designed this weapon with influence from Czech firearms, and he designed this weapon in the late 1940s. The weapon was later introduced in the 1950s and became a standard issue weapon for the Israeli military. I think this is a pretty cool reference. But moving on in the countdown, coming in at the number 3 spot, did you guys know that Mob of the Dead is technically the first zombies map to have a shared inventory? And for those of you who don't know what a shared inventory is, basically what I mean by that is that you can have multiple items in your inventory as opposed to something like Die Rise or Transit, where you can only have one piece of, let's say, the trample steam. Then you would have to go to the building table, add your piece to the trample steam, go back, pick up one piece, and then go back to the buildable table. Mob of the Dead doesn't have any of that. You can actually pick up multiple pieces and you can add all of the pieces all at the same time at the crafting table. This feature works on solo play with the plane, where you can pick up all of the plane parts and pick up all the fuel canisters for refueling the plane. You can add them all at the same time. This also works for the zombie shield and the acid gat kit, where you can pick up all 3 of the parts and build what you want to build at a crafting table without having to go back and pick up one part at a time. So in that instance, Mob of the Dead is technically the first map to have a shared inventory. But moving on with the countdown, at number 2, did you guys know that when you first spawn into a game of Mob of the Dead, if you do not move, you do not touch your controller or your keyboard in any way, and you let yourself bleed out, a secret song will play. And the song that plays if you let yourself bleed out at the beginning of the game is an alternate version of Samantha's Lullaby. I think it's kind of cool that you have little secrets like that in some of these maps. But now moving on, counting down to the number 1 spot on the 5 things you did not know about Mob of the Dead, this involves the Hell's Retriever and the Blue Skulls. For a little bit of context, in order for you to get a free Blundergat on Mob of the Dead, you need to collect 5 skulls with the Hell's Retriever. The first skull is located on the dock, the second skull is located next to Juggernog, the next skull is in the cell block on a toilet, and the 4th skull is outside the warden's office on a telephone pole. But what about the 5th skull? Well, the 5th skull is on the roof, and normally you would have to use your Hell's Retriever on the roof to grab that skull. But did you know that there is a secret spot on Mob of the Dead that allows you to pick up the skull without you having to go to the roof? And before I go any further, I have to shout out my friend Greg FPS for showing me this neat trick. Basically, what you want to do is stand where I'm standing in the footage, look up at the ceiling, and throw your Hell's Retriever at this exact spot. You will notice that the Hell's Retriever will still pick up the blue skull for you. I think this is one of the coolest tricks in Black Ops 2 Zombies. Anyways guys, that is it for this video of the 5 things you didn't know about Mob of the Dead. If you guys happen to know some of these, comment down below which one of these secrets that you actually knew about. Or if you guys did not know about one of the things I shared with you today about Mob of the Dead, let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, hit the thumbs up button and subscribe if you're a brand new viewer. Also, don't forget to check out all the links down below in the description so you stay up to date with everything that I do. And with that said, have a fantastic rest of your day or night, depending on where you are in this crazy world, and I'll see you guys next time.